Princess Mako of Japan will reject a $1.3 million payout when she weds her commoner college sweetheart.
This post received a score of 49,000, with an upvote ratio of 91%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Just to clarify, Japanese princesses become commoners automatically anyways, unless they choose to be celibate, when they marry since the nobility was abolished.
How do more princesses keep being born? What happens when a prince gets married? I know nothing of Japan royalty.
Only the male's line keep the title princess, only being used when the princess still unmarried or some women married to royal family children of second line, that didn't eventually become emperor, still applied the same rule.
So you're telling me that women of actual royal blood marry their way out of royalty, but women without royal blood marry their way into royalty? Wow lol. That's how a lot of royalty has worked throughout human history, and is why all the royal families of Europe were interlinked. Kings would try to marry off their daughters to princes and kings of other countries so that they'd inherit their husband's royal status. True. But I suppose I always just assumed that the women kept their titles even after being married off.
The woman didn't generally get a title, but it depends on the legal structure of heredity in any particular realm. The most common structure in the times most people think of as the times of kings and knights in Europe was indeed agnatic primogeniture, which means only the first male child of a lord would inherit his titles. There is also the less common cognatic primogeniture, which means the first child inherits regardless of gender. I believe that's what the British Crown does now, but before the modern era the only way a woman could inherit is if her father had no sons, which is called agnatic cognatic primogeniture.
This guy married his cousin in Crusader Kings.
I heard he granted his horse a bishopric purely so he could fuck some horse courtiers.
I need Netflix to do a spin-off, The Crown Japan, to get me up to speed on this family.
The family goes back like 1,000 years. It's gonna be a long show.
More than 1,000. Their lineage has been unbroken since 660 BCE, it's the longest in all of history.
Records only go back to the 500s AD and there doesn't seem to be much consensus on how much farther back the office goes, and being unbroken is questionable. Like this dude, according to the traditional tales, is the 5th generation descendant of an emperor from some centuries earlier. Yeah sure However, the historical record is more than enough to make him the oldest royals. On an unrelated note, Japan also has all the oldest businesses in the world, with some family firms dating back over 1,000 years. Don't get invaded, kids, it does wonders for your continuity.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.